Hey there, it's Delilah, and today we are going to unveil the atrocities that is r/NiceGuys. But first, do you like my shirt? Wait, look, it says pardon my swag. Isn't that dope? There's like totally food on it, but it's okay. It's just part of the swag. You know, the swag that they talk about? Pardon that. Pardon the food on my shirt, aka swag. So, okay, so I've sent myself a little list. I read all of these over like a month ago, so I honestly don't remember what it is that I've compiled here. And I'm very terrified to see what I have here. Hang on, I'm messing with my hair. I need my hair dyed so bad. I'm a natural blonde, and look, all of my hair, like down to like it's only just the tiniest little tips that aren't like, okay, some people might see this and they say, oh, it's brown, but it's not brown. It's dirty blonde, okay? It just looks brown because it's comparison to white. You know what I mean? But if you just look at this, just my roots, that is lighter than like actual brown hair. I swear to God. It's dirty blonde hair, and if I were to fully grow it out, it would get bleached from the sun and it would be a lot lighter. That's why it's dirty blonde, okay? So no blonde slander, I swear to God. If I get called a brunette, no offense to my brunettes, I just think it's cool. There's not a lot of adults that are like, make it into adulthood being blonde. You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of cool. I also used to think I was adopted for that reason because I'm the only blonde in my family. Anyways, I can already feel the comments that are like, who's gonna tell her? Who's gonna tell her? Who's gonna tell her that that's not dirty blonde? Mature content? Oh my gosh, it's gonna make me log in. Ah, wait, I don't remember my login. No. Can I just sign up right now? Okay, I'm just gonna try to sign up because I don't think I have an account with my phone number. Don't make me do all this. Don't make me do this. Okay. Zaddy, don't make me do this right now. I'm literally just trying to look at some incels. Oh, wait! Oh, yay! Okay, this is actually perfect because what you didn't know is that 20 minutes prior to this, I was trying to log into my old Reddit and it wasn't letting me. But right now I just attempted with my phone number and it did let me. So I'm not going to question it. But I'm into my Reddit. That's so exciting because we all know that Reddit is a great place that you want to spend a lot of time on for your mental health. Also, my nose is so... Oh, I changed my septum piercing too. Like it? Do you like it? Tell me you like it. Tell me you love it. Do you love it? Isn't it so cute? But I think I'm going to stretch it because this type of septum, this tiny, I don't like the way it looks on me. I feel like it just looks like I have little long nose hairs because it's so thin and small. Okay. Anyways, nobody was thinking that until I pointed that out. And now you probably do see that. So that's great. I wish I had an arm for this thing. Sorry, it's so hard not to. There's fucking children screaming outside. I live beside a school. So whenever people look at my location, it just kind of looks like I'm always at a public school. So that it does really good things for my reputation to make it look like I'm always creeping out at a children's school, doesn't it? Anyways, hopefully the mic isn't picking up the children screaming next door. We're gonna get started and we're gonna stop doing ASMR. Okay, so this one is titled. It's okay, the Nice Guys Reddit is NGVC. I don't know what that stands for. Nice Guys Vinish Class. Like, what does that mean? Hang on. Okay, NGVC. Meaning nice guys? What does that stand for? Oh, I see a nice little meme about it, so I'm glad that somebody relates to me and they don't know what it means. Okay. It's Rule 2. Before it was put into place, there was a vote in the sub that was open for quite some time of people who used the sub and voted. There was an overwhelming majority of favor of the new rule. The purpose of the rule is to cut down on no virtue claim posts. And there were a lot. And to make it clear to the mods that anyone else exactly which bit is meant to the virtue claim. What's a virtue claim? Okay, so NGVC means nice guy, virtue claim. What's a virtue claim? What is, oh my God, what is a, I swear to God, this happens every time I'm on Reddit. They're like living on planet Mars with all their terminology. Same with Twitter. Like I have no idea what people are talking about. A virtue claim typically refers to someone highlighting or emphasizing a perceived moral or ethic superiority, often used to justify their actions or opinions or criticize others. So what the hell does that have to do with nice guys? Oh, because nice guys see themselves above others? Okay. Whatever. That's like the most like irrelevant thing in the world. But okay. Anyways, that was like such a waste of time. And now you guys got to get that explanation and waste your time as well, so at least there was an Office meme about it. Was that The Office or was that Seth Rogen? Or, yeah, I don't know. Okay, anyways, this doesn't matter. Okay, so this one is called Nice Guys Virtue Claim. Women are effing flippin' trash, have fun losing out on the decent men. Please make YouTube equipment more expensive. What the hell? Okay. Women are flippin' trash, have fun losing out on the decent men, as he replies to my status expressing that I don't like the same "hey gorgeous" message I get from many men. Okay, so she posts a status saying I'm tired of just "hey gorgeous," like give me a better intro, give me a better whatever. And then he says in response, "That's quite ignorant. One day we will all be old as Flip and yearn for the days somebody found you attractive. They actually found the courage to tell you that you're gorgeous." And then she said, "It doesn't feel authentic. I'll be okay." And then he said, "You definitely will be okay. I just can't understand someone getting mad at a compliment." Okay. And then she said, "What makes you think I'm mad? I'm just not interested in the same type of talking. It's the same thing many others sent me. And it's the same pickup line they sent to many other women. It's just not authentic. I'm not mad. I don't put energy into it." Okay. And then, oh God, no. Sorry, I read ahead for a second. For a second, I was like, okay, he kind of makes sense. Because like, low-key, for her to like post on her status like, "I'm tired of being called gorgeous all the time," like it's kind of like, okay, like they're just trying to compliment you. Like, you know, I get it can be annoying. It's like small talk, like it doesn't feel authentic, but like, you know, people are just trying to be nice. Like that's kind of a weird thing to complain about. So like he had a point at first. But of course he has to ruin it by going, "I'm sorry, I was wrong for even speaking. I'm clearly a guy just trying to be polite by calling you gorgeous. Ignore me like every other girl I've spoken to. There's a reason I've only penetrated 3 females in my entire 35 years of life. Girls hate me. I try to be polite and they hate me, and they sit on my friends' laps in front of me. I knew I was dumb for even trying." Damn, there's some lore there. Some girl really hurt him. Oh, he probably called a girl gorgeous and she sat on his friend's lap. Maybe that's the lore. I need water, one sec. This is low-key so funny and like sad at the same time, because you see this happen with guys a lot, where one girl in their life specifically will really hurt them, and then they see another girl that has some similar traits. That similar trait might just be turning them down. That's the only similar trait to the other girl that hurt them. And then in their brain, they see this new girl as the girl that hurt them, and they just start attacking her. Because like they literally like see them as the same person. Like it's actually crazy. Okay, and then he said, and of they hang out with me, I think he meant if, and if they hang out with me, they still await for me to fall asleep and let my friends think, and if they hang out with me, they still await for me to fall asleep and let my friends binger, schluck, you know, You know what I'm alluding to. Yeah. And let my friends flinger them next to me. Happened like 6 times? 6 times? 6 times? No, you're lying. Who are these? Are you hanging out with Satan's disciples? What do you mean? You're telling me more than once in your life you have fallen asleep, right? You're at a sleepover, fallen asleep, the girl that you like right beside you getting fingered right beside you? You're a victim. That's horrible. Maybe don't project this onto this random woman. You do need a therapist. You absolutely need a therapist. You need a therapist. This has happened to you more than once? Oh no. It's horrible because if only he could redirect this thought process in his brain that's like, the women in my life have been bad to me, therefore women are bad, and a woman that I don't like he gives his energy to women that, like, that's the thing. If he sees her post on her story, I don't like how guys call me gorgeous, maybe they just don't align. Maybe he sees that and he's like, oh, this girl comes off as ungrateful, so I'm not interested in her. That's kind of like your due diligence to do, right? Like, if you keep running into women that treat you bad, you need to kind of have those standards and look for women that align with what you're looking for, right? Like, not with women that seem ungrateful for being called gorgeous or like whatever you're trying to project onto her, right? Like, you're continuously giving energy to these girls that you don't like, but then also at the same time projecting all of this bullshit onto them, which is just going to make this girl respond probably in a nasty way, which is going to solidify that thought process in your head that's like, oh, all girls are awful. Because you immediately meet a girl, she says one tiny thing, and instead of just leaving and being like, okay, maybe you're not for me, you're like, you do this and you do that, and you're like the girls that got flingered beside me and blah, 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 and sat on my friend's lap. And then, of course, she's going to respond by being like, what the hell is wrong with you? And then he's going to be like, see, girls suck. They don't understand. Like, you know, like, you're making it so much worse for yourself. Anyway, sorry, I will finish this. Okay, so flinger next to him happened like 6 times in my life. Eventually, you got to realize women effing hate you. She said, instead of the poor me attitude, try to be receptive to the things women communicate. Don't take it as an attack, but maybe as a learning experience. Doing the same things with 0 results and expecting them to change is insanity. Yeah, she's spitting. And then she said, women don't hate you, you hate you. It's obvious, and it's a very heavy energy, even I already see. Okay, valid. He does seem insecure. I have a hunch he's not gonna take that well. And then he said, or maybe I could just give up completely on women because I've never had a man be rude to me like that, never once. Oh my god, period. Okay, and then she said, I'm not being rude to you, I'm pointing a mirror directly at your face. Clock it. Then he said, and I'm informing you, I've never had a man think less of me for complimenting him. I've never had a man ghost me because I seem desperate. Women are effing trash. I'm done with you ladies. Have fun losing other decent men. Just go for the guys. Like, I think you want to. That's so exciting for you, girly pop. That's so exciting for you. Okay. He said, women are effing trash. I'm done with you ladies. Have fun losing out on decent men because they called you gorgeous, and get with some a-hole who F's your sister. You're all dumber than Flip. Damn. Does she even have a sister? That's kind of like weird to throw out there. Bad guys will sleep with your sister. It's a canon thing. It will happen. And nice guys, They just have girls take advantage of them and sit on their friends' laps and flinger them next to him sleeping. That's the average nice guy experience. Hate to see it. Okay, that one was brutal. This poor guy, I do wish him the best in his journey. Yes. I wish you the best, girly poo. Okay, let me look at the comments. Nice to meet you. FYI, I've only penetrated 3 females in my 35 years of life. True, in the word female, clock it. It's sad when men don't understand why it's offensive to call women females. Damn, yeah, true. I can't believe I didn't even clock that. I was too focused on his, like, LGBT journey. Like, what else are people saying? Wow, that he thinks anyone would care about that. Aw, baby, you want me to be number 4? Like, no, true. Like, what is the goal here? Like, to be like, I've only slept with 3 females. Like, do they expect her to be like, oh my gosh, really? Like, I can change that. I can't roll my tongue. Pretend I did like the pretend. Okay. I read the messages. I read the comments because I had someone in my last video say that I should look at the comments, so did that for ya. Baby cakes. What? Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. So this one's just titled, Let's Be Open and Honest. Eye roll. Okay, so this person said, hey, I know we said no expectations. Getting to know you this past week has been nice, and how high is the percentage of us having schmecks, of us having X? Ew! That was a visceral reaction. Okay, what? Okay. I just don't want to waste each other's times, and I feel like we have talked a good while, and I want to know how you feel. These conversations are important to bring up so we're both still on the same page. And then she said 0 percentile, which, understandable. Before I read the next paragraph, I just want to say, in theory, this isn't horrible. Because think about the amount of men that their intention is just to, that's all they want from a girl, but they don't specify that. And instead, they take her on dates and they use her for that, and it eventually happens, and then he dips out or whatever. And then the girl's always like, what the hell? Like, this came out of nowhere. I wish that guys were just straight up with their intentions. At least he's being straightforward with his intentions, I guess, right? It doesn't waste anyone's time. So she's saying 0%, which is fair because her intentions aren't to get with someone that just is giving her interest because he wants to sleep with her. Like, she wants to actually get to know someone, presumably. So she said 0%. Fair. But then he said, that's actually insane. Like, do you even hear yourself? You really think that you're untouchable? Like, I was literally giving you an opportunity to be with a good guy, and this is literally the energy you hit me with. That's embarrassing for you. And let's be real, you're not even all that. Like, I was willing to overlook some things because I thought you had a good personality. But you're just one of those girls who gets off on rejecting guys for no reason. I was literally trying to see where things would go, being chill, and you come at me with 0%. Like, okay, relax. You're acting like I was begging or something. Newsflash. Newsflash is so sassy. I love it. Newsflash, I wasn't. If anything, this is your loss. Tell him. Tell her. Not actually though. Honestly, this just makes it easier for me. You're actually giving way more friend energy than anything else. So I think it's best if we just keep it that way. Like, I wouldn't even be into you anymore after this. So it's whatever. You seem like you'd be a cool little sister type. You just told her you wanted to. Are you thinking about that you had you can't say in one paragraph, what's the probability of us having X, and then say, you remind me of a little sister. What? Okay. Anyway, okay, weird. You'd be a cool little sister type anyways. Maybe I can even help you talk to guys in the future so you don't come off as weirdly aggressive. Okay, low-key, this guy just wants to be a what rhymes with that word? Luck, with a C. This guy just wants to, or a cook? He wants to be a cook. Cook. Like, maybe I can help you talk to guys. You remind me of my little this guy, he's got some stuff he needs to unpack. He has some stuff he needs to unpack, I fear. And then he said, anyways, I don't have time for this. Well, you had time to type out, like, a giant novel, but whatever. I was being nice, but clearly that being nice, by being like, what's the probability of us being, yeah, that was really kind of you. Oh my god, you're so nice. You're such a nice guy. Oh my god, I get it now. Anyways, I don't have time for this. I was being nice, but clearly that was a mistake. Good luck out there, or whatever. Okay, comments. Oh my god, there's more! Okay, someone commented and said, yo, is this him here? And they inserted a link. This is r/incel tears. Damn, I'm joining this subreddit. Okay, anyways. Oh my god, I think there's an update. Okay, so he said, to the girl who rejected me, posted to Facebook. To the female who rejected me. That's actually insane. Like, do you even hear yourself? You really think that you're that untouchable? Oh my god, it's the same guy. No, this can't be real. Like, I was literally giving you an opportunity, being a good guy, and this is what you hit me with. He's mad. That's actually embarrassing for you. Let's be real. You're not even all that. Like, I was willing to overlook some things because I thought you had a good personality, but you're just one of those girls who gets off on rejecting guys for no reason. This is copy and pasted. He typed this out on his notes app, and then he's like, you know what? I'm sending this to Facebook as well. I was like... He really thought he cooked. He really did. I was literally just trying to see where things could go, being chill, and you come at me with that 0%. Like, okay, this has to be fake. Hang on. Like, okay, relax. Now you're acting like I was begging or something. Newsflash, I wasn't. If anything, it was your loss. Anyways, I don't have time for this. I was being nice, but clearly this was a mistake. Good luck out there or whatever. I do think it might be real because he's showing his face. And if this was just a fake person that was, like, rage baiting or what, like... Trolls and stuff don't normally show their face, so I think that this might be real. This literally may have been posted after. And if that's true, that's insanity. I wish that I found the original poster so that I could actually, like, verify if that's true. But I think it might be. That's crazy. He is mad. Oh my gosh. And that's why it's so important for girls to be straightforward, because a lot of guys aren't used to being, because it's scary, and like I understand why it would be scary. Like if a guy's hitting on you, you kind of nicely turn him down. You're like, no, like I don't think, like maybe we should be, you know what I mean? Like that's a thing that a lot of girls do. They like will nicely turn a guy down. But like that gets guys to a point where they're so not used to being properly rejected, like they've never actually been cold hard rejected in their life, and they take it like little babies. And it's like, it's kind of important, I feel like, for girls, if you feel safe enough to do so, especially if it's over text or something like that, like go off, tell him no, and then if he tries to argue, say, do you not know what no means? No means no. And then he looks like a creepo. He looks like a weirdo if he tries to argue against you saying that no means no. Right? Anyways, that's insane. And that's super good that she said 0%, because there are a lot of girls that, like, you know, maybe if she liked the guy, she would be like, yeah, like maybe. Like, because his initial leading question that he got all triggered about was him saying, yes or no? Are we gonna frick? Are we gonna go to Frick Town, little lady? And her response was 100% no. And a lot of girls, like, if they were interested in this guy, there's a chance that they would say, yeah, like, maybe. And then that's, like, an expectation that he has. And he gets away with, like, talking to girls like that. Like, that's no. Or even then, like, it's okay to be straightforward about your intentions, But you gotta also be open and receptive to the idea that that's not what a lot of girls are looking for. You know what I mean? Like, and if you say that to a girl, like, hey girl, I'm only looking to smash. Thoughts? Like, you have to be open to the idea that they're probably gonna be like, no thanks, buddy. And then it's like, okay, fair enough. I just like to be clear about my intentions. You know what I mean? Like, that honestly would make you a nice guy at the end of the day if, like, you took that rejection and you were like, okay, I just like to be clear about my intentions. It's like, okay, you know what? Kind of respect. But no, like, if you're gonna go out and say something unfathomable like that, you need to be open to rejection. Like, what are you there's no way you've never been rejected before. Like, come on, be for real. Okay, anyways. Next, nice guys, whatever the heck. You ignored my nice compliment. How do I word this? You guys will see the text. You ignored my nice compliment. Go hurt yourself. So his nice compliment was, goth mommy. The explanation point, goth mommy. Hey, goth mommy. And then she said, please don't ever say that to any alternative woman. You will get blocked. Which, yeah, that's solid advice. That's pretty, yeah. Like, an alternative woman that's like on, you know, a dating app or that you meet in real life, like just like a normal alternative girl, like not the type of alternative girl that is marketed to some of these incel type men online to promote their OnlyFriends, you know what I mean? Like, that type of alternative girl might want to be called that because it's a marketing strategy, but you don't talk to women in real life like that. And that's why we came up with the concept of touching grass. It means you spend too much flipping time online, and your only interactions with women are women that have OnlyFriends that literally benefit and profit off of using certain terms and speaking certain ways and entertaining certain fetishes. But anyways, she's giving you advice. Take the flippin' advice. So, please don't ever say that to any alternative woman. You will get blocked. And then he just said, LaMayo. Do you guys pronounce LMAO like that? LaMayo? I don't know. I do. Okay. I'm just quirky like that. And then he said LaMayo. And then she said, okay, just trying to give you advice. And then he said, I don't remember asking. Like, he's clearly, like, embarrassed, so he's trying to, like, deflect. But it's like, you could go down humbly and be like, fair enough, my bad. If you just threw her a little, fair enough, my bad, all of this, like, you seem like such a sensible dude, even though you said, goth mommy, like, if you hit her with the, fair enough, my bad, sorry for that, you're right, my bad. It's like, you could have redeemed all of this, but now you're just looking like an idiot. And now you're on r/NiceGuys, so good one. I don't remember asking. And then she said, women don't like being treated like objects, you know? And then in response to him saying, I don't remember asking, she said, okay, bye. So she's like ready to end it. She's like, whatever, this guy's not going to entertain what I'm saying. He doesn't care. Like, he just wants to say goth mommy to women and have it fail over and over and over and over again. And then maybe he'll be the next guy that's like, women hate me and they just want to be flingered beside me. Okay. And then he said, when did I say you were an object? Because you're objectifying her by being like literally, like, labeling her as like a, like, that's like your opening line being like, dominatrix. It's like, no. Nope. Like, even if I am, it's objectifying them to that. It is treating them as an object for your pleasure and a stereotype, an actual stereotype. You know what I mean? And they said, when did I say you, but you don't have to say you're an object. Like, but when you treat someone like an object, that is objectification. And then he said, when did I say you were an object? Dumb frick. Go hurt yourself or something. So it's very interesting. It's very preppy in a sense to be like, I like alternative women because I like the incel stuff that I see about them in the, you know, corn advertisements about them that I see online. So I like them for that. But then when they reject me, I'm going to use negative stereotypes against them that have to do with very serious topics. Interesting. Let's see what the comments say. Someone said, geez, you're missing out on getting to know a fine, stable young man. Why are goth women fetishes always so stupid? And that's exactly what it is. And then she said, because they see goth women as a corn category. And then as soon as she's like, no, not interested in you, he like uses a harmful stereotype of like, oh, goth woman, she must struggle with self-harm. So I'm going to say, go yourself, because I like literally only know about goth women through stereotypes, and my one chance to get to know an actual goth woman, not just based off these stereotypes I see online, I'm going to blow it. I'm going to immediately blow it by opening with, goth mommy! Goth mommy! Where have you been all my life? Goth mommy! As if she's going to be like, yes, come here. Like, what? Okay, period. That's the end of that one. I have one more for us today, but I'm going to pee first. 1 second. My microphone is not plugged in. Ugh! Okay. Get Violet. I'm back. I totally just took like an hour break to respond to this apartment lady because I'm currently trying to find an apartment, and it is so I'm trying to find an apartment in Toronto. Need I say more? Need I say more? Is that how you use that term? Need I say more? Doesn't that feel so fancy? That's too fancy of a term for me, I think. Okay, so I have my last one. Which one was it? I believe it was... Oh, maybe I have 2 more. Oh, I do have 2 more. Okay. Depending on how long this is, maybe I'll make a part 2 if you guys like this video. Okay. This one titled, Hey Cutie. So he starts off the message by saying, Hey Cutie. And she said, Hey, I'm sorry to let you know, but I found a guy. Fair enough. And then he said, It's fine. It wasn't going to be me anyways. My pronouns are he, not him. Because I'll never be him. That's fine. It wasn't going to be me anyways. But hopefully when I'm found... Can I say these words? When I'm found... Oh my gosh, I have to say the stupid TikTok terms because I'm not monetized yet and I don't know what I can get away with. When I'm found unalive, someone will want me... Oh, I don't think someone will want you when you're not alive anymore, but it's okay. He says, but hopefully when I'm found unalive, someone will want me. Thank you for not choosing me and making it easier to... myself. Easier to... myself. To off myself. Specifically by the method of rope. I truly hope you're happy that I'll be unalive because of you, with the little heart. I'm sorry, that shouldn't be funny, but just the message of, I hope you're happy that I'm gonna fucking off myself. Heart. I wish you the best, but honestly, I really don't give a shite what happens to you. It's probably deserved, if anything. I truly want to gut that fuck up if you're dating. I truly want to gut that fuck up you're dating, so just hope we never cross paths. I don't know what that means. He wants to gut the guy that she's dating? What in the world? Okay. This is such a sad, and that's the only message. This is such a sad attempt at a manipulation tactic. Like just, hey cutie, and then she responds and says, sorry, I found someone. And then he just goes, I'm gonna have myself. I'm gonna end it. Hold me back. I'm gonna end it. Like, right. As if she's gonna be like, oh my god, no. Never mind. I'll date you. Never mind, let's be together forever. You seem like a really suitable partner for me. Really stable. Good person in my life. Thank you for mentioning the fact that you're gonna off yourself. I've changed my mind. I want to be with you forever. What? So this person said, address calling the police as a wellness check. If he's serious, hopefully he gets the help he clearly needs. And if he wasn't, maybe he'll learn an important lesson. Which is true. If the police do, like, it sucks because then you kind of, that's hard. Because that is not a horrible suggestion. Because then, yeah, if he's not being serious about it and the police show up, then it's like, well, don't be saying that stuff unless you actually need help. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a lesson. But then again, like, you think resources. But then again, what are the police actually doing most of the time in general? Like, not much. Like, this could maybe teach them a lesson. And then this person said, disagree, block, and do not engage. He's baiting a reaction. Literally say nothing. Just block and move on. That's true. Someone said, I'm surprised his charm didn't win you back over. Anyways, that one got super duper dark. So let's end on maybe less of a threatening your life type of note. So this starts off with a girl messaging a guy. The title of this is, I stopped when I realized you're serious. Guy thinks ignoring no is normal and blames women for not dropping their knickers. So they must be British here. So I'll do my best. Knickers, that's British, right? Okay. I think you should apologize. Sorry, maybe I'll just make the guy British. I'll make the girl more serious. I think you should apologize for making me feel uncomfortable. I had to say no multiple times. So this is presumably like after a hangout or date or something. And then he says, well, I can, but it would be a hollow apology. And I think it's quite strange for women-ish to keep pushing for it. The vast majority of times I have X with someone starts exactly like that. A big show of saying, whoa! A big show of saying no. So essentially what he's saying is, the majority of the time when I sleep with women, they start off by saying no until I convince them. FBI, open up! That's horrifying. In all honesty. You just admitted to... do you know, are you aware of what you just admitted to? And this, okay, on a deeper level, this does make me sad when it comes to, like, proper consent education of people not understanding that, like, our word involves coercion or, like, pressuring or, like, if she, like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is actually, like, this is not a good note to end this on, to be honest, but... And then he said, the vast majority of times when I've had X with someone, it starts off like that, big show of saying no. When I realized you were serious, I stopped, as you know. What is she supposed to do? Be like, no! Like, in order for him to, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of the time when women are uncomfortable and don't feel safe, like, a lot of the time they won't even flat out say no. They'll just say, like, oh, I don't think so, it's late, it's, you know, they'll come up with excuses, whatever. So, like, the fact that he's getting women to the point where they're even saying no in the first place... And he thinks that they're saying no in a not serious way. Like, what are you talking about? And a lot of guys want that too. A lot of guys will be like, oh, you know, if a girl's not interested, why didn't she just say no? Why doesn't she just say no? I've heard that argument before of like, why didn't she just say no? When a girl will like give excuses instead of saying no. But then this is this guy talking about girls saying no and him feeling as if they're not being serious, and so he keeps going with it as if they're just like, no, come here, no, stop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not happening. Like, if they're saying no to any degree, even if they seem like they're joking, it's because they're uncomfortable. And I fear that this guy does know that, but he just wants to have his way. Okay, so when I realized you were serious, I stopped, as you know, and you want to do that woman thing and argue that, sure. Women. Always arguing. Won't let me not take their no seriously. Let's strap in and go for it. Actually, I won't argue though. Well, you are arguing right now, so it looks like you're doing that woman thing and you're arguing, even though you called it a woman thing, so what? I wish I were the kind of guys that ladies just drop knickers for, but I'm not and never have been. So therefore, I have to not take them seriously when they say no and try to coerce them or persuade them. Because I'm not that type of guy that girls just drop their panties for. Girls drop their knickers for guys that they want to hook up with. It is quite literally as simple as that. If a girl wants to hook up with you, she will hook up with you. If you want to hook up with her as well, there should never ever be a discussion further than no. Okay, anyways, and then comments. It honestly should be normalized to expose this kind of behavior and identify the people behind it. As a woman, I'd certainly like to know if a guy who invited me over for dinner has a tendency of thinking that no is foreplay. Agreed. Like, I think that this type of behavior should be, like, have awareness brought to it because, like I said about, like, consent education, awareness, like, bringing this stuff to light that, like, no, like, even if she seems like she's joking or something, it's probably because she's uncomfortable. And, like, that should be a universally known thing. And then guys wouldn't have the excuse of being like, oh, I didn't know you were being serious, because if this was just a universally known thing, there's no excuses. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows that even if a girl jokingly is saying no and isn't serious about it, that it actually has underlying tones of her being uncomfortable and it being serious, even if she's not like, no, stop, like, I agree. Not often a guy openly admits to being an R-wordist. Yep. This guy needs to be on a watch list. Okay, well, that was a really awesome note to end on. Those last two really brought the light back to my eyes and my faith restored in humanity. No, but in actuality, I don't want to say I had fun, because these were miserable, but I did something today. And if you'd like me to do it again or react to any other subreddits, I know that my r/am I the butthole is actually performing okay, and people seem to like my opinions that I had, and so that's super duper dope. Still haven't quite gotten my watch hours up. We're at 620 watch hours, and I need 4,000 until I can get monetized. So watching my videos to the end is super helpful. You can watch them as many times as you'd like. Watch them on mute if you want. That's what I do, honestly, like, secretly, like, between you and me, like, before I go to bed at night, I'll, like, put them all on and just, like, put them on mute, because, like, I would really love to get paid, but, you know, it'll happen, it's coming, okay, yeah, so if you enjoyed this type of video and would like to see more from me, please comment, please like, please subscribe, maybe watch some other ones to the end. I don't know if you're feeling generous. Oh, thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. Oh! If I haven't already mentioned, I have a posting schedule now, and I'm going to be posting every single Tuesday. So I would love suggestions for more stuff that you guys want to see from me, instead of me just having to rely on hopefully like having an idea of what to film, since I'm going to be doing it every single Tuesday. So please stay tuned. I don't know what time. It'll probably be like Tuesday nights, because like I'm lazy and I won't have the thumbnail. Oh, I get to pose for the thumbnail. This is the first time that I'm actually thinking of posing for the thumbnail. Do you guys want to watch? Okay, let me just finish what I was saying first. Tuesdays. See you next Tuesday. That's going to be my sign off. Okay. Leave a like, leave a comment, encourage me to do more. I will see you guys. I will see you next Tuesday. Goodbye. Okay, now there's probably a thumbnail there. That was really embarrassing.